Federer hat, that was it.
Your excitement and your nervousness
That's
is
so
the same
funny.
feeling. So it's as you're like you as a player, how can you deal
Yeah,
with
and
this
Yumpy,
emotion?
yeah, that's it.
You just have
Yumpy
to
used to
channel it
always
into the
do this.
game and have fun
Yumpy
at
always
the
used
end
to
of
do
the
this
day. The
thing
crowd's gonna
where
be
like,
cheering or booing, whatever the
cause
case
dude,
may be,
Yumpy's
have fun,
mentally,
and
chat.
now what happens
Yumpy's
in the
mentally
industry,
5 years
yep,
old,
no
straight up,
difference.
mentally
Industry
5
guys
years
are
old.
top
So
of the picking the double
literally,
blue list.
Aimer
And
would
this
just
is
sit him
where
down
I
and be like,
think our main
"Got your mouse,
characters
Matt.
is
You got
locked
your
in
mouse.
second
You got your keyboard."
This
Okay,
guy
right?
is
He would
just
just be doing that,
heater.
and then
I
Yumpy
think
would be
this
like, "Oh no,
is
I forgot my keyboard," just like kind of joking
gonna go down
around.
as the
And then we
greatest
get to
run
there,
ever.
we get to there,
If Crew gets
and
the
then he's
team
actually
that
like, "Oh,
wins
have you
this
got
series on the back
have you
of
got blue?"
Kesnet's performance,
And he actually
he's
forgot it.
had-
So he was like trying to
I think
troll our
we
guy,
remember this for a
trying
long
to
time.
troll Eamon, our
will be the
manager,
one
to
to
just be like,
remember.
"Oh, I
And
never
it's
forget
this unique
anything," and then literally
competition
just
as well.
forgot everything,
Because
forgot 2
on that
things.
race that he's been
Forgot his
so
lucky
good at,
lucky
brings up
hat
Davies to be
and
on
the
chamber,
mascot.
who he himself has had an exceptional run thus far. All
He's
these
mentally
guys are
10.
so
He took the
familiar
test.
with
That's
each
actually
other,
true.
back
Yeah,
and
that's
forth
my bad.
across rosters.
I exaggerated.
Owen has coached 9 out of 10 of these guys. The history's there, but today only one of them can be that top LATAM team and make the final spot at champions.
Mentally
Well,
39,
this
Jesus.
is it. Riot Games Arena. I need you to make some damn noise as we get ready for this grand final. It's Crew, it's Leviatán, and let's send it to 2 awesome casters, Brent and Sideshow.
Thank you very much, guys. Let's get this one underway here. The grand finals of
That's a nice graph of the
LCQ,
pause
the path
in
to
Discord.
champions, Josh. And what a way to
See if I
set
can
things
check
up
it
as
out.
well. It's that battle for the LATAM title.
Problem
Most
is, I'm
dominant
too worried
team in the
about getting
region,
Discord
also
up on
the right
stream
to
because,
represent your region in the biggest tournament of the
dude,
year.
something's
And
gonna
it's
get leaked.
unbelievable that we have these 2 teams here. Both of them finding it in themselves to go
I'm
on
in
a
too
run
many
like
groups
this.
for something
When
to not
they
get
look
leaked.
down and out. During the regular season, Crew 0-9, but Leviatán too. What a fall from grace this squad.
You know what I should do on Discord? I should leave groups once I'm joined into them.
Of something like this,
Don't think I've
but they
ever left
just
a
couldn't
group.
Put it together when it mattered. Well, here
It just
it
stacked
matters
up.
the most. You win this match, you are through to champions. You get to represent LATAM on the big stage. And for the LATAM fans,
Okay, we don't have time for it. I'll check in a bit.
guaranteed.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, only one
Okay, so
can
we got
go
the
through.
chamber out.
And this is such an
We
exciting
start off on
matchup.
split.
The form that Crew has been in, it's been fiery passion versus the cold iron. The discipline
Levels look
of
alright.
Lev.
Okay, Lev on defense, Crew on
Here we get
attack. See what they got.
started.
Flash
Split
goes
is our
in,
first map here.
hits them.
The pistol round.
Trip just in case. Honestly though, fair
It's a
play.
tempo
People
Crew
actually
to
do
take
this a
things
lot on the
very slowly.
pistol, so.
Davies, though, turns the pace up
And
as
it
soon as
means that
Tackle
this guy
spots
can
him.
just
Yeah,
swing
that's
on if they do
confidence.
push down. So I kind of like
Crew
this
placed
pistol.
up. Get out of jail for free card, and now
Missed the slug line. Dude, we've got that. We had a big spam going. Potentially the biggest
An
spam
easy
we've ever
kill.
had
Tackle
going for
almost
it.
going down. Has to back away for a heal.
Remember, Noswa was unbelievably good last time Leviatán played on this map. One of the big reasons why they were able to pull through. And they're going for a wraparound through mid. Nags has heard all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, Nags has heard them rotate off of A.
Wait, did the
and
flash
through
go
up
too
to B
deep?
mail
And they
with
don't.
his lurk
Ooh.
position deep in mid.
Flash went really
Crew,
deep for
we've seen
this.
them
I
go
think
for this
King
kind
might
of
get a
pattern
little
before,
bit
where
wrecked
take A
here.
heaven control and then
They
pressure
did perfect timing.
into
Dog
B.
goes up as well.
Could be in trouble. One snake bite
I think
to
honestly
stay,
King's
has to
done
back
great to stay
out.
alive here. Gets full info.
Hopping
I
around,
love
he
this
does
smoke
escape.
that started to come
They
into
didn't
meta.
lose
It's a
anybody
nightmare to play
posted up
against.
in A heaven.
This
So while
guy.
they go back here, they've got to be a little diligent, worried that Taco could be pushed forwards. They still haven't forced out Taco's dash. But the confidence from Crew in these kind of moments. they
Shy
don't
has
spend
one
much time
flash.
wondering. They just go.
Oh, he might have
Final
2.
30
10 seconds for an extra.
It's got to start coming through now towards the back of it. Shy, flash over the top. Does connect, but Klaus, what an answer back. Damage being done. Tackle, he's low though.
It's solid over one.
They'll finish him off. 2-player advantage. Spike will be going
mid.
down into a safe position, but the post plan isn't too ideal still. Massive
Yes,
player
it's too
advantage,
hard.
but everybody grouped up towards the side, and Noswa trying to take matters into his own hands. Risks were necessary really to try and turn the fate of this round, and it doesn't go his way.
A 2v5 that looks completely unwinnable here with Nags having his position up towards heaven. But Mazzino and King are going to do what they can.
Which comp do I prefer?
So,
I'm just sold the chamber's the best in the game, Yumpy.
yeah, they all topple just like that. The
So,
player advantage being a
I
little
prefer
bit too
chamber
much
comp
there,
over
so
every
Crew
comp these days.
running away with that one, pistol round under their belt. Great
Joshy
way to
Watt,
begin.
Joshy Watt with
And I
the
feel
8
like a lot
months.
of people
Thank you so
have in their
much.
heads that Crew
Appreciate
got
that
on
as
this
well,
run
dude. Thanks for the
because
kind
the
words,
performance
mate.
of players is absurd. And while that has truth to it, Kesnet has been on a monster run, and players like Klaus, Davies have turned things around enormously. But when I watch Crew move around the map, they are so different to how they played during that regular season.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're
They're
thinking
so mobile.
heavy ahead
They're
here.
willing to pressure different
With
areas and
that,
return
we get the
back
4
and
passing
cut
by.
timings,
Klaus is
play with
dropping his
different tempos. even in that
Klaus is
pistol
dropping
round,
his gun
you
over
know,
towards
they're
Kesnet
wondering
as
if
well,
they
so we'll
could
keep
call
an eye
an
if Kesnet
audible
can
and
farm.
rush through to B,
And
or whether they should end
straight
there.
up,
And
if
they're very
Lev
fluid
get
with
anything
it.
more
All the
than
credit goes
2
to
kills,
Melzer,
1 kill
who
even,
used to
then
be a
it's
player on
good
Leviathan and
damage.
is now calling to try and take his
But they
team
have
to
just strolled
champions
onto an empty
over the
site
top of his
after
former
getting
roster.
that kill.
What a storyline that would be. This one should just be
Yampi Yoro on Champs,
round
Soulcast
win, despite
Chamber.
going down. Up to push it back.
Okay,
It's not planted for main, it is close to default, but
okay.
at this point, Lev, the discipline they show, most likely just going to be going down to the spike, looking to see if they can get any exits, do that economical damage. But you know, you say it's not all form when you talk about these teams, Josh, and they have had these good ideas, that nuance that we're seeing almost. You're saying that, you know, playing very fluid. You think of the crew in a regular season, very much brute force being the name of the game sometimes. A lot of 5 players grouping up.
Absolutely, very little nuance to it, and I think they needed a little bit of time with their new coach, Adam, to be able to come in and help them figure out the ways that they wanted to approach these maps.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about how close they were.
Right, and that's fine. That's the person without the gun, tried to farm, tried to get some kills. Didn't. They saved 4. This can be a gun on top of this, and I liked it. I also like the fact that Kesnet dropped the gun over towards Davies, so that Kesnet can farm to try and get their ult a little bit earlier on. Just the little details. Honestly, it's something that Crew's been working on a lot. You can just tell this last month's been sick for them. They're a very drilled team at the moment.
It is Crew's bonus, but they've got 2 Phantoms, 2 Vandals, and a Bulldog coming in here. So,
do you think something needs to be done around the 2? Nah, I think it's fine. I kind of like everything. In terms of like the economy and all that stuff in the game, I kind of like everything. I would be interested to see a tournament where everyone gets max money, just to see what it's like, just so we could see. Because we honestly don't know unless we try it, but I think it's kind of fine.
Get out of there.
And as to what Sean was talking about on the desk earlier, notice how the flash from Shy does connect onto Melzer. And so Leviathan don't know how many players are outside A, even though it's Melzer controlling A, Nags controlling B, and that triple pack with Davies and Kesnet taking the brunt of the map control. This system has really worked well for them, all throughout LCQ.
Dog, leading the charge. Davies, you're in the jump spot.
Flash goes in, hits 1.
Taken as well.
Melzer deliberately getting flashed again. And now he moves away from A.
Yeah, this is
looks
nice.
Like it's going to end in a B split,
Good fake
remember,
info on
Shy
that.
just got confirmation
And
that
with
there were
this
people
as well,
outside
it
A
actually has a
main,
rotate,
he's
so
got to stay towards
this is
A.
kind of
And
perfect
now
from
Lev
them.
have 3 players
They're
over
doing the
there.
full one that I used to always talk about against Sky. Get the opening kill, now there's only 1 person here, and they know he's here. Damn, look at this. Crew are insane right now.
Claiming that kill. Mazino at the off angle, they needed to get value there, playing around the smokes, but another 2-player disadvantage for Lev. And again, forced to make the difficult task, difficult decision. Maybe not for them, but to save. We know they're prone to it.
They definitely are.
They
Yeah,
definitely
even
are.
the audience knows what's going on at this point, right? Leviathan with another one of their save rounds.
Yeah.
Oh man, this one actually does hurt. This is very early on to be doing this one. So we got 3 armor rebuys, 3,000 on top of this. They would normally get 2,900 if they died. But they get 1,000. But obviously they save the guns. Some of these guns. So 2,900 for everyone that dies, 1,000 for these. Is this a Lev save? This is the definition of a Lev save. It's maybe not as bad as some of the others that I've seen them do, but it would be nice for them to at least try and get some people that were exiting the site, like if they literally just groups over towards here or something to try to get some exits, or even spawn just to see if anyone pushed. But splitting up like that, I don't
Giving
know.
out loans at this rate.
It's the best possible start Crew can have. I mean, look at their money. We're on the 4th round.
Talk about form with these
All it
teams.
means though
It's
is that
an
this is
important
more important.
point as
They're
well.
going to
The
need
other side
3 in a
is
row to
Lev
break the
coming to
econ,
ground
so
with
they got to kind of
also
start now,
players.
else
Haven't
this
seen
is
too
a
much evidence of that so
ridiculous
far
half.
this series, but players like Paco
Judge
finding
comes
new
in,
balance
best judge
confidence
map.
that
We'll
wasn't
see
there
where
in
it
the
goes.
regular season.
And I think that's an important point. We haven't seen it yet, and I think they probably need those players to get online early in the series to get that confidence going and feeling like they're warm once they get into later maps. And this is a winnable map for either team straight off the bat. This isn't one that's supposed to be one-sided one way or another. Lev or Crew both have their chances to win on split, although obviously Crew in the driver's seat at the moment.
Like this decision making. It's deep B main control. Giving over to Mazino. As long as he holds that space.
Heavy mid hold.
Them
They said
a
the
lot of
judge up
information.
towards B main. This trip's kind of interesting just to see if anyone late pushes.
Directions as well. Short the defenses towards mid, towards A. You know that space is locked up. Trailblazer needs to be dealt with. It is. Nobody was following up behind it.
There's a bit of danger in B main though here. We've got a judge on Mazzino, and usually Melzer is going to try and take that space on his own. Remember, 1-3-1. That's the idea for KRU. So if Mazzino just holds his ground, there is a big chance that Melzer is dropped with the spike.
Recall smoke.
Damn, King swung that. That was kind of sick.
From behind, a bit of a backstab attempt. Mazzino's still dead. It just does not do the
Yeah, he
work.
moved a
Doesn't
little
take
bit
out
further
the
back. I'm not
opposition.
entirely sure what the reason for him to move back was there, but because he moved so far back, the extra bullets didn't hit. 31. Obviously range fall off as well in terms of damage fall off. Mate, and it is all down to Shy. Oh my god, no. Wait, what?
How's he managing that? Traded though. Isn't it behind him? Took him out. Not even sure if that was
Shy
intended. Shy onto the
flash.
corner. Has to try and get one time running soda.
Gets nothing. Oh boy.
Could have been everything if he stopped it.
Grenade stop this? No, we've got nothing to stop this. Oh,
Melzer's there. Getting the plant off. Extension towards it. Satchel forward. Nozua to 1v2.
damn, they're just heavy in control all of these rounds. They really are.
Rounds of their own out for KRU. They're feeling it.
And so many things going their way. Even despite the best efforts of
What
King,
changed to make me like
challenging
Chamber so
them
much?
over in B
So
heaven, and
I said
then in A
originally that
heaven
people
as well.
overfought the
Being
Chamber
more
nerf.
himself
Like
around the
it was a big nerf.
It
So
was
it,
this
and
kill,
like
I
don't get me
think,
wrong,
that
it
really changed
definitely
the
was
tide of
nowhere near
things.
as good as it was,
Melzer's
but people
the
definitely
ideal once he
overfought
gets
it.
that. He gets a
Like
read in his
just the
head of where
TP in the
layout
game
of those
is
defensive
ridiculously
players, and
strong,
reads
especially at
this
a high level.
immaculately. Plus the fact that
And
he's
like the
in
kit's
form
still
himself to
strong,
be able
and
to
then
do
they
that.
buffed it
That
again.
kill
So
against a player
that's
with
kind of
judge
where
is
I
no
was
easy
like,
feat.
I already thought people underrating it, and then they buffed it. So
So this has now hurt the
and it was
Leviatán
a big
economy.
buff
They were
as
able
well.
to buy in the prior with only one player having a judge, but now down to
I actually thought I've
down
actually
on the
thought Chamber
economy.
was in a perfect spot after they
Swinging the
nerfed
sheriff.
it, to be honest. But no one was
Seen
using it, so
miraculous stuff occur with those guns in the past, but Lev are gonna need it because this is a half.
so now I think it's a little bit broken again.
Jiggle onto the corner,
But I think it might take us a
as well.
while to
Guy just
see.
spotted out.
I mean, we'll see. It was a lot easier when Ye was playing all the time because he was like one of the better players of it. So it was like glaringly obvious that it was broken.
Davies with his trip. The trademark broken, he has to worry about B main, but again, it's the rest of KRU just all together trying to feel out for whether or not there's a stack on A.
That's a goal. Taking a time with it though. Down to the 50-second mark.
He was
They
horrible
actually have
before the trap
control of
buff.
middle B main.
I
Still making this
disagree,
rotation
but
through.
that's
They're going to be
fine.
heading into Taco, who only has a sheriff in hand.
Like, give me a yay. Like, no joke. If DSG put some
What can
time
he achieve?
Little
into
fakes
the
with
old
snake
chamber,
bite. Nice lineups from
they,
Nags. It's gonna make
in
it
my
feel
mind,
like
they would
it's
have dominated
Gains in the off angle, misses the shot
their
though. Doesn't
challenges.
land. Showstopper now. Forwards, Taco! What is that? Removed him. He's
Oh my
out.
god, his actual positioning there is crazy.
The pen, straight into the smoke.
These kids that move forwards when they should be moving back are just cracked. Damn, how many upgrades do we get?
Oh my goodness, just like that. You needed a miracle.
One more?
You needed something to offset that round advantage. There's
Okay.
one on the board.
They didn't get all of them.
delivers with his first
Yeah, this
two
was
kills
so
of the match.
good.
How does he get this one?
As if he goes,
There's no
if he goes
way he
forward
even
there,
knows
and then he
that Kesnet's
stays.
there.
Man, he's great.
Surely just
almost.
pre-aiming at head height, hoping that he catches Kesnet on the floor instead of blast packing any higher up. Unbelievable. That is what Lev needed. Taco now has the money to get an op online. The reverse Uno card in terms of the economy.
Yeah, it's twists and turns, isn't it?
But they needed this,
Flip
and
just
even
like
if
that.
they,
There's an operator on the other side
like
of
even
things
with
as well.
this, they're
Davies
still,
attack
it's still pretty
operator.
rough.
He's been set up onto that A ramp angle. Might be a brawl waiting to happen.
His
here.
yeah, his reactor
Wall
smoke
gonna
was
be fading
ridiculously
soon.
good.
It's King holding close to the corner anyway.
And if anyone tries to punish Davies here by wide swinging, Kesnet's ready.
Oh, this dog's nicely
Also
check
do
close
stuff
right.
like
Yeah.
try and break this Trailblazer.
Spam on that.
Players spotted.
Blinded.
Spam on that guy.
Bomb buddy out.
I think Lev are doing a great job here at just challenging KRU as they try and fight for map control.
Yeah.
Nobody's really exposed themselves to Davies' sightline, and yet they're still holding them back from being able to take A heaven.
Now, Flash is going to be keeping a lot of the Lev players again tethered.
Uh-oh.
We were mentioning earlier, right, Josh, with
Yeah.
it tagging onto Melzer.
And look, everybody else has left. It's
Okay,
only
time's
Davies
getting
there,
pretty
but
low.
they've
They go
inserted
over
him,
towards
they're going
middle.
to explore
I don't
elsewhere
know,
on the
because
map.
there's
And
been
Lev
such
still
heavy
keep 3
focus over
players.
towards A. It means that obviously the mid smoke's weak because there's all its fuel's going towards the wall. So they can get through middle. They go for the split, hit 2 people. Shy has to go huge.
All the way
And they just flashed him, and they know he's in this corner. Just a nade to the head, right?
Team's gonna land as a pull, as a nade. Shy, close to the corner, him and Taco. Gotta do so much more. Towards the back of the site now. Seekers going across, damage done, I think, straight through the wall as well as a target-rich environment. Close to the corner, no one's clear. Knows where the time is running so damn short. Taco.
He might pop knives.
It's
It's a little bit wild,
close to the
but
corner away from him. Nothing to deny this one.
look how calm they are. Davies just holding this angle. Still go for the plant. Other guy watched heaven. Davies should be good for this. Probably a cast, but
Davies has got it watched. Missing the shot on
double
either
miss.
side. Now he's oh, it's whiffing.
okay, nicely handled by KRU. Dude, they look so drilled in some of these situations. It's really good. Like, even though the time's getting to like 20 seconds, they still look crazy convincing, really. The calls are good, and like everyone just does the right thing in the time.
He's stuck holding the angle with the off, and he pulls it out at the end.
Is that not an indicator?
Maybe a bit of the stress getting to him.
Yeah.
Or at least, hey, you could read it the other way, that he gets the confidence to win the 1v3. I feel like that's an inopportune time, though, and an ult removed from him, as Leviatán take a timeout, and maybe some nerves need to be calmed here.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the case. Sometimes you see the best being brought out of teams when their backs are against the wall. Like, I would argue the LEV that we saw in the upper bracket when they got knocked down by KRU the previous time that they matched up, the El Clasico matchup that we've witnessed, we saw almost just a rejuvenated Leviatán in the lower bracket. They went on an absolute tear when it came to the form itself as well. But sometimes, when your back is against the wall, it's elimination time. That does bring out the best in teams. But where that falls off a little bit is when you finally reach the grand finals, the finishing point almost, the last hurdle that you have to overcome. It's almost a casual reminder that, oh wait, it's not a fairy tale. You're actually in the moment. You have to perform here and now.
We've seen that all year with many different teams. I mean, Cloud9 springs to mind as well. Felt like there was a different performance there when they were the underdogs and no one believed in them, and when they became the favorite.
Trip buff was necessary, his trip was too weak.
But
Ocean, it's okay that we disagree on that. It's okay that we have differing opinions.
It's not about peaking in one map.
It's all good.
You need to be able to bring
Alright, judge on this one.
the whole way through. Shy only has
Where
a
does it
Stinger
go?
here, so Stinger and a Judge being brought in on the defense side.
Yeah.
As King pops his ult in mid.
And the money is dodgy, but they want to have some weaponry around these big ults. Hoping that the Viper's pit will offset the economical disadvantage. B main controller's theirs though, on the side of KRU. Spot on Mazzino.
They're looking to just post Davies up.
No way!
Damn, bro. This guy's getting wrecked. Oh man, B is, yeah. I mean, all the sides at the moment look like a nightmare. I actually don't know where I feel confident for LEV in terms of their defense right now.
Watching for it, anticipating a push out. When you've got the two-player advantage, again, the pressure is on LEV to perform.
And it becomes so difficult when Leviatán lose a player on one side of the map
next
and try
year,
and make a play on the
next year's
side. They know that
America's split is going to be wild.
To push something out towards A. They know there's only one player there, but
There's gonna be so many teams that look good.
Great defensive angle and hits the shot.
Try flash deep into A main there. It didn't tag onto anyone.
And the guard in there as well, yeah.
The KRU now grouped up towards it with 30 seconds left, but he's made his way back onto the side.
30 seconds left.
Oh, this angle.
So
unorthodox,
exposed.
isn't it? So exposed, but he wins the first fight out.
Spike down A.
And gets away.
Repositions. Tucked into elbow. Can he get any more here to try and offset it? Potentially open towards main.
One
There was
flash
two
on
players
this.
there. Out in the open again. Time is running so down.
Every
short.
single time this is
12
going in for the
seconds.
plant in
Shy
10
could be an
seconds.
absolute miracle worker. Doesn't win it with a wider face. It's
And
Melzer.
it's-
Trying to get down. King!
Wait, nice little crouch on that though. I see the long range tech.
I
I see the tech right there.
Round the corner, but cannot escape it. The sightlines were set onto him. 6-1. It's a scoreline that
He
we
was
face
calm
right
with
now,
it. The
Josh.
calm taps,
And
little
this is
crouch at
absolute
the end.
devastation. I mean,
Respect
every round
to
that
that
Leviatán
one.
has tried to go for a half buy or some kind of force, they've just been I mean, what is this? That's absurd. That's not even part of the game plan. They're trying to get Davies posted so that he can work a pick, and Klaus just grabs it anyway.
Yeah.
And that, Bren, is one of the most ridiculous things in terms of how this run has been working
Mate,
for KRU.
put the Viper on
They've been
A.
getting the first kill
Like, honestly, put the Viper on
68%
A.
of the
Screw
time.
this
I mean,
mid
it's probably
thing.
higher now. It's probably more towards 70% if you're taking these rounds into account.
Wider is the face again, and you're feeling it. It's desperation. It's running its course. For Lev here, King.
Dude,
he feels
please.
like he has to make a play.
Lev, give us a game.
With the snake bite pushing
Getting
forward, but
so
already too many
wrecked.
players have fallen.
Oh my
Stingers in their
goodness,
hands,
they're
it's a
getting
weaker
demolished.
bite. Gotta Gotta go for plays like this, but this is just looking like KRU cementing themselves, Josh, even further.
Yeah, they're gonna... Leviatán are gonna try and go for this, but double stingers in hand. Nosworth with his ult, but there's no point committing the showstopper.
Guy's contacted. Yeah, I mean... So tap onto it, hoping he can force the fight towards the backside, expecting there to be a player there.
As Nosworth slowly gets squeezed out of this round, KRU are going to be absolutely in the ascendancy. Yeah. First map, all flying. And there were a few questions about whether the break between the upper finals and the grand finals was going to hurt this team's momentum. So far, not even slightly.
No.
I mean, they are looking
Put the doubts to
dominant.
rest.
You know the wild thing as well about that first kill stat that I was talking about? They almost get 70% of their first kills. Most teams are around 50%, right? During the regular season, they were even worse than that. What's wild is it's not all Kesnet. It's shared kind of evenly across the board by this team. I mean, just now, Klaus is 3-1 in first kills to first deaths.
Yeah,
exactly the same as Kesnet. So these opening duels are happening everywhere.
If you told me the numbers that Klaus is putting up here now compared to the regular season, I mean, I'd assume someone else is playing on his PC because they have just been ridiculous. It's like a different player. But sometimes, you know, this tournament structure, this format, the KRU players have spoken about, you know, how it favors them, the long regular season, playing games out.
Well, they really don't want to change up much, right?
I mean,
You kind of just want to keep playing the same way every single round.
especially that momentum that they gained.
Definitely don't want to.
Match after match after match. I mean,
Don't want to try and fix too
no
much.
team has had a harder path all the way here to this grand finals than a team like KRU. They've had to battle all the way from the very beginning.
They had no second chances at the start of LCQ.
Now,
And here, just getting slowed down slightly.
What are we going to do? Group up into heaven at the 30-second mark and get another plant in 10 seconds?
They've had a lot of plans.
Oh, the Viper fell
about
back
10
this time.
seconds
Viper might
left.
survive.
And maybe that's
Maybe.
something that Leviatán can focus on. Not giving first duels easily. Playing a rolling
Take
retreat.
heaven. It's a little bit earlier than I thought.
together, it's ramp with him and King. Nosworth, can you do the most here? Well,
And that's what happens when you fall back. You can get a little crossfire going. Nice. Much better than fighting and dying over towards the middle. Okay. Sure. 7-5 and a pistol.
Finally, we see Lev getting online a
What's
little
their
bit.
comp?
It's got to be
Double
more than
jawless?
King, though.
Sure.
It's got to be more than King. He's got 3 times the amount of kills.
Captain
That's the next
Cabrera
highest
with
player
the
on
Prime.
scoreboard for
Thank you so
Leviatán.
much, dude.
That's the
Appreciate that.
story of the
Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for the 7 months.
That's not going to be how Leviatán win this series, is with King going nuts. We know that
No
he
one
can
looks
do
at ramp
that.
at all. To be
He's a
fair to them, no
phenomenal
one's
player.
honestly been playing ramp the whole time.
But he needs
It might
the
have
rest of his
it might have
team
been
to
like an
also
anti in
provide
terms of like
rounds
they
like
literally
that to
never
keep
play
things
ramp like
competitive.
at all. So we don't have to worry about it unless they play there. And then that's like that was the change up that they were going to fall back and actually have some kind of crossfire here.
Time to keep this one moving. Again, operator v
The cabbage
operator,
also didn't go to
Davies.
ramp.
It's no piece of it towards main.
Nice.
Steadily taking
It's
up
a little
that
bit
ramp
unlucky.
control.
It's a nice teleport that Davies has got set up. It's going to take him all the way back to safety if he gets pressured in sewers. So he can just work picks on his own here. And he's not worried about any kind of crunch setup. Chamber's so good for avoiding trap plays. Not that the double duelist comp runs too many of them that Leviatán are using. But it's slow and cautious from KRU again.
Now that Davies is here on this angle, just has to dodge the Sky utility coming his way, but he can hold this space well.
Okay, grouping
Main's
up over towards
also being
there.
covered by Nagset.
Good thing about the chamber on
And
this
you can
map
see
as
that
well.
Lev
So once,
are
if we go back to
adapting here,
Davies,
only
you'll see
using
there's a
their
little
utility
ramp.
later
So
on
if you
in
put
the
your
rounds,
trip
they
here,
know
they
that
can't
they're
see it
growing
from
slowly
heaven.
in
So it's
KRU.
kind of like a pretty nice
So they're
default you
using
can start doing
flashes
with the
and
chamber.
there's a 50
This
seconds
is bold.
Dash is
Might get a
here.
lineup.
Here's the reload,
Ooh, that's
and he
nice.
claims
Gets
it
out of there
first.
as well.
Nagset.
Instant
He will
reaction.
fall.
Yep.
Pull right at his feet, show stopper. It
Nice
lands.
idea
Kesnet
from
so
Kesnet.
consistent with it, but he's got shy
It's a
there.
good Astra sucking
Back up,
reaction
right
as well,
behind
though.
towards the elbow. Lands
Oi.
the shot to the rhino is here, man.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Oh my.
Everything left down to Melzer in a 1v3. Playing against his former team, calling the plan for this round gonna rye, and he's just got to save.
Yeah.
10 seconds
What
left.
a
If you think
performance
Chamber
from
is too
Shida.
strong now, why did they
mean,
change
and
him? It is
tackle.
just instant
Putting on-
reaction. Just knee-jerk
And
reaction.
that's
Just like
crossplay,
every team, knee-jerk
essentially.
reaction.
Yeah.
It's so good seeing
It happens all
tackle
the time in this
activated,
game.
because this player has been in such a slump for such a time. And on both of these teams, you're getting people who have previously
You've seen it,
given us
over buffs, over nerfs.
performances, tackle, Klaus, step up and really show what they're capable of. Fight for it. At the end of the year, at the final hour, showing that they're capable of getting their team to champions. not just competing for the middle
It's
of the
the
pack,
same
not just
thing as
deserving a spot
it's the
on a-
same thing as
on a
like
rostering
the
partnership, but
it's same thing as like when we go back to the
actually
beginning of the
fighting
game,
to
right?
get into the
Viper
tournament that
Viper
means
was
the most
incredible,
at the
but
end
no
of
one
the year.
played Viper, so that, right, we're like, oh, Viper's
Been a
awful.
while since we've
Let's
seen
give her a
these two
ward that
teams
does 50
at any
damage.
form of international events
It's
outside
literally
of
the exact
lock-in.
same thing. And then people are like, oh, okay, now we can start playing it again. Turns out it's actually kind of legit anyway. And then they've had to nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, nerf it. Right, non-stop. It's literally the same thing. No one was playing Chamber. They buff it. Oh wait, actually maybe it actually wasn't as bad as we thought. Do we need to nerf it again? Alyssa Thing, what's up, dude, with the 5 months? Thank you so much as well with the tier 1. Thank you. Old Viper was really bad. Bro, they've done 4 nerfs since then. The only thing they added was the extra damage to the wall, which I agree was a big buff. But then that got nerfed. But when it was 50 damage to the wall, is outrageous, dude. You could have both wall and smoke up and it wouldn't do extra damage. It could literally be up for like 50% longer than it is now. Like, you guys cool?
Leviatán were playing a slower defensive round in response to that. And Melzer calls for them to go contact forwards. Okay, if Shai's not going to use his utility to find out where we are, we're going to walk into him. They're scared of us at this point. They're scared of the Davies off. Especially when he's got his Tour de Force active.
Yeah.
It really is beautiful. The system that KRU's figured out. A combination of Melzer working with the newer coach Atom and the time that they've spent. And some of the time off as well.
Oh yeah.
To ponder.
Right, let's see if they can get the last round.
To make sure you don't get stuck in a rut.
Yeah, some people warm up in aim labs. Kesnet's a GTA role player. That man is loaded it up, trust me. That's how he's getting his warm up in. But if it works, it works. Some rest of
Also in the beta,
relaxation.
that's
It's
true.
paying
Everyone
off.
in there,
Team like
everyone at the
KRU,
beginning of the
hard
game
time of it. It's been a marathon
did the
this
ranks and
season.
everyone said Jet was the worst agent in the game. Turns out it was the
Final round and a
best.
half. And apart
Very
from
true. There's like we can. There's times where we sleep on agents. It's so
completely been
fine.
in control. Lev are going to try and mix things up now with Taka walking down mid. The operator, in theory, should be able to find these players.
Is it over already?
Like Melzer and Nags.
Nah,
Contacting, yeah.
almost.
But they-
It's
but
close.
they
It's close to
normally
getting
hold
there.
very safe positions, Brent.
If
While
Crew
the
can win a
rest of the team is
pistol,
doing their
pretty
job.
much for this one.
Oh, and Taka
They're
oversteps.
really trying
Something
everything
gets
though. They
punished.
kind of wanted to.
Worry.
Yeah, they just want to pick.
Noswa, satchels up in the air, flashed
Oh
up
man, they
right
dealt with
there.
this so well though. Holy
It's
hell.
brought down. The ult's completely negated. That's a -8. With a minute left in the round. That is precise.
Yeah, it's
a
so
shot.
strong, bro.
Leads
9,
it up to
3,
2
9,
for
9 on
Lev.
attack
Final
as well.
round of this half,
9 on
but
attack
what
with
looked
this
up now
comp as well.
could
Like,
be the
that's
9-3.
crazy impressive.
And if they win this round, every single round the KRU have got the first blood, they've managed to convert.
Looks like they've done a good amount of
100%
homework in terms
fighting
of how
for
they're
it.
approaching this as well.
No more worries about the operator.
Like of what they maybe
Contacting
like to do with their ults.
B heaven. Zeno. Down control, but he's just one man with a guardian. What can he do? He's feeling it. There's
It's a
one.
nice shot.
Good
But
shot to be found. Smoke propped up, finds himself the upgrade with the rifle, but the plant's going to go down. Nevertheless, does get the Cosmic Divide online. Maybe he can do something with it.
I've got your trail.
Another star planted, but here's the Seekers to spot out where his last 2 players are. Aimed it down. It's a deeper smoke. It does give him a lot of exit opportunities, but spamming through the Vandal is risky. Giving it away out in the open. Satchel at his feet. Shy is dealt with all
Okay,
down
what a
to
strong
Mazino.
half. Holy hell.
9-3.
that was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Your mom says hi. You're watching the grand finals together. Nice, Mad Lad. Shout out to Mad
I'm
Lad's
just
mom.
amazed at the
What's up?
difference in tempos, the way that they run this 1-3-1 kind of setup, and how good they are at neutralizing defensive aggression from every team. Melzer
Liquid, who do you think should play the chamber? Oh god knows, man. They got like what, 3 players that could do it. Thank god I don't have to make that call.
If he can keep it going,
If they want to
and
use
get
it.
his new squad to champs.
It is a masterclass in terms of the calling so far for that first half. Let's send it down as well. We took a listen in to King and what he thought about this El Clasico matchup ahead of it.
Sí, bueno, esa serie fue un poco especial, por así decirlo, porque totalmente no teníamos la misma garra con la que entramos ya en el lower bracket.
Let me check my
Creo que
phone.
cometimos un error, que fue dejarnos que nos cayera la presión.
Right guard chamber, now we're talking.
De pensar, de ver comentarios de que todos decían que íbamos a volver más fuertes. Y nada, fue un poco la misma presión que sentimos durante todo
Wait, how did you make
la
this so
Liga de las
fast, Ken?
Américas. Y nada, después cuando ya nos queda la última chance, nos miramos a los ojos, dijimos que ya no había... realmente era la última chance y estamos sacando el juego que realmente hacemos siempre en las prácticas.
He's just talking and touching on that do or die mentality, you know, when you're pushed and shoved against the wall, when it comes to that scenario where this is your entire season on the line. LCQ, there's no second chances.
Why is Verno so
It's
good?
everything. It's what it
He's just a
culminates
beast,
down
man.
to. And who knows what's going to happen after this?
He's just a
It
beast.
seems like
Util
Leviatán
aim.
need their backs up against the
Doesn't
wall
give
to
up his
perform.
kill too much.
Pulled off a reverse sweep in a BO5.
Has some cool
to
ults,
eliminate
changes up his
Cloud9 and get
recons.
to this point. You don't get
Good
any
amount
more
of
backs up
mix-up.
against the wall than that. No.
K-Spars, thank you so much as well. Mad Lad,
They're also down
the Mum
9-3
Watch
on
Party,
Haven
getting
and managed to
gifted
pull back.
a sub as well.
But
Welcome
you
into
can't
the
do
sub
that
club,
every
mate.
time. You can't always let yourself slip at the first hurdle in the series and battle back. Love the grammar from me.
Yeah. And this match, you know, it's been dubbed the El Clasico for good reason. I mean, how many times have these two teams placed off for that title?
Me when I'm English and say the El Clasico.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the classic match, of
Yes,
course.
of
Yeah.
course. I mean,
Would having the deadlock pick range am's going to be pretty
this
low,
is going to be extremely tough for Leviatán. They were able to pull back
but I reckon a
at
team will make it
9-3
look good.
on Haven versus Cloud9.
Probably Paper X.
But also, we've seen this before.
We have seen this before, yeah.
I mean, on Split,
Alright,
9-3 as
what are they
well.
going to do? Pistol, bonus,
Leviatán have
fast
literally
buy,
been in the exact same
and then
spot
it's back
before
on.
during that match in LCQ when they played against each other. But now they need to turn it around. Now it has to be a different result. And Nozwa, the player
Four
that has
passing.
been so fantastic for
We
them on
gamble,
Split,
leave B.
had a
4 passing
breakout
over towards middle.
performance
What are we
playing
doing?
the Rays on this map. Going missing here, not able to find the value on the defense side, which should be his best. This is going to be very tough. And we're only at map 1.
This is crazy. 4 players grouped up, seeing if they can
I
get
like
a
this.
cheeky
Wall
kill.
goes in,
Nozwa
goes down. They take the
spots
shot.
it, gets
Instant
out.
reaction goes over towards A.
There's the
Chamber.
response. It's instantaneous here from
one of the
Shy
better
out in
TPs
the
away.
open. There was no real coverage there, but in the smoke. And Davies does reposition with the rendezvous. 10 health though.
They know where Davies is as well. They know
get a good
exactly where
plan
that
for Heaven
teleport
here
went
as
to.
well.
He needs help from Klaus.
Deep flash.
Oh my
Davies
goodness.
dodges it and
No
still
way.
lands the kill.
No way.
Heal, not online fast enough. Able to clean him up and finish
Almost.
him.
Almost not. Big Joe. And they got a lot coming in as well. This guy needs to stay alive. What is that?
He does get traded and brought down. King is close to the corner. It's a one and done angle. It's a fight also. Waiting to be
Wait, they
taken
kind of
here.
know that the Luck's coming in. They haven't seen the Astra.
For the right chance of this backstab. Nade is there. King close again to the corner. It's finally called out, but he's already claimed 2. And there's Mazzino.
Nicely handled. Well, that's
Final line of
step 1. They
defense.
got 3 more.
Ready to strike when
Bonus
it's needed
and
itself. Pistol round.
the fast buy.
Lev,
And obviously
maybe
they got to
the
win all
start
the
of
ecos.
something. String of rounds potentially.
That's exactly what they need to get this
Some
started.
of the pistols, by the way, we'll
There's
keep.
no other option for them
we'll
if they
keep
want to be able
count.
to win here on Split. And that's going to show you a bit of the different tempo that these teams are playing at. KRU went for a 4-person push down mid, and that's going to force a reaction.
Get me there.
They think they've already won. I mean
Yeah, that looks like A5, I'm telling you.
why are we here?
Exactly, man. Pop it off. I love it.
I mean,
So,
this is a day for the LATAM fans. It really is. You can't lose. You really can't. if
Man,
you're a fan.
the dog from Heaven, I'm telling you, it's so good. Spots so much. Got the little gap. Yeah, okay, gets 2 with it. Damn, I was going to say a little gap in the wall for that one. Dog didn't see it. They didn't see it. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's the spike. Well, the 2 people that were lurking to towards middle just are not here. Maybe in my steps I actually needed to write out the
Mazzino is
beat
so
the
far away, just
ecos.
assuming that his team are not going to run into Nag's double shorty kills.
Yeah.
Nag's in the corner, just being able to pull those both out is spectacular for his team.
It's a
How
double
do they recover
shorty.
this? They have stars that they can put up. That's going to deny vision, but KRU are going to spam. No damage done just yet.
I wasn't even walking into that direction. Instead,
Look at Melza.
How was the
watching
Na'Vi game?
behind him.
Not great, man. It was just
All the way
like,
behind to
because they were
squeeze
playing
already.
for seeding. They both use comps, so they're probably not going to be
There's
using
20
again. It was
seconds
just
left.
like a
This extraction process is
kind of like
gotta be moved
a
little
ranked,
faster.
glorified rank game, if I'm fully
no
honest.
opportunities to pivot over to B. It has to land onto A for any chance to win the round here.
Keep an eye on the time on this one as well. At one point, one of these is going to have to commit to a plant.
12 seconds left. Close to the corner. It's a 1v1.
Oh my god, he's going for it. Oh god.
Nozwa Has the spike sticking it down here. Melzer, does he choose to take the time with it? It's planted. Damage done. Only 78.
Oh my goodness. How did he not die there? Nicely done. There we go. That's probably it on this. They fall at the second hurdle. The eco.
But that's incredible for KRU.
It will do.
The decision from Melzer is really nice there. He knows that there's a big decision process for his opponent to either get the plant down or to challenge him. He waits.
But yeah, that was nice as well. The shorty isn't getting that second kill if the wall doesn't do that damage.
Yeah, I mean, that is... You're leaving it up to a coin flip.
But look
You
at
hold
the
around the corner
reaction.
with the right clicks. You really are. But
Yeah, they know
they're
that's the
loving
map
it.
done.
Thrifty. They answered it right back.
That is the map done now.
And when there seemed like there was hope for Lev, oh, Dash.
It's my
Dashed
fault.
in
I
a
forgot
moment.
to add that. That's actually
Taken
true.
right out of their sails. Desperation on display there. Taka hoping to deep dash, maybe take some space towards A, but he's brought down so early. Not ideal. Yes, it's a half buy, but at this point, every single round, every single moment counts.
Right there.
And KRU do tend to be quite bunched up in terms of how they defend. I mean, you watch them on the map, and they're looking to try and get active with 2 or 3 of them, going for pushes or re-clears. They're not happy just holding these static positions, and I think their idea is pretty excellent. They keep putting pressure on teams. Like that, as Eno ends up walking into them. KRU looking to get up to 11.
I think it's smart. Group up as well when you're up against a half buy. There's no danger of getting overwhelmed, a singular player giving over a weapon. Giving up that A-Heaven control. It's a mad scramble, isn't it, on the left side. Hunting for an open angle, an open shot, but 30 seconds left. Which way is this landing? You don't want to be saving these guns.
30
And what must be
seconds left.
running through the heads of the players that are just dead right now, and having to think and ponder the fact that they're down 4-10.
And Molly, they got them both.
Deficit on the opening map, not the way that Leviatán would have wanted to open this. So difficult for them to even come back into this.
Spike down mid.
It's a trade-off, but a clean-up.
Okay, very nice.
You've got to
Real
wonder
clean on
if
that
kind of
one gun
mentality
rebuy.
is they just have to sit there in these slightly slower rounds, stewing on the fact that they're down to their rivals from LATAM, a team that they've been better than for the last year at least.
Did I see Vanity's reaction to the C9 loss? No, what did he do? Was he watch partying it, or was it just like a tweet?
Pearl used to be at the top of Leviatán's map pool, but KRU have looked amazing at it recently.
It's the benefit you get when you go through that uppers. The double ban. Moving Fracture and Haven. The second map, you know, the second map ban, a bit of a toss-up when it comes to what KRU would want to remove, but...
He was live on
Haven's
site?
decent.
Wait, really?
And while you would, as a competitor, want to just focus on the here and now and make sure you get this round, there's that little pressure in the back of your head as you realize the score at the top of the screen.
Oh, yeah. Dash forwards. That's deep into heaven.
With a judge, I like it.
Judge, yep.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before. This was the overtime call that they used to win. Not the overtime call, this was the timeout rounds that when they needed to
Can he pave the way? Can he clear out? Bit of a space
Get
in the
around.
opening. Davies, you are mad to take that fight, but he does bring
Problem
him down.
is, this
Just
guy's
the
a
one
little
forward.
bit
Taco
pressed
close to the corner
from...
dog. Does he
Oh,
clear it?
oh my goodness.
Oh, he's wide open. Wide
Oh.
open. And there's the kill, surely.
Alright, boss man, where's the judge tech at?
He's claiming it. It's carnage. In the final moments here.
5 minutes. I should have added that to it.
Versus
Hour and
3,
10 minutes to
winnable
fix this scene.
still.
So we needed 5 extra minutes for the judge tech added to the list.
Still there's for KRU. Lever all playing tucked towards side. Series of these close angles and one of them positions. Down towards it. Nags it.
Even
Wins
Yampy's
it
saying
out in the
Taco needs to
open.
DM with the judge.
Hold.
It's not
Forced
wrong.
to try and trade and take matters into his own hands. It's up to Shy.
Big 1v1. Of course this guy wins it. And he actually has time.
It's close,
That's
but I don't think he's
insane.
got it.
Wait,
Damage done, but not the defuse.
not at all. Not even close. What are you all
Barely
talking
missing out
about?
on that.
Come on, chat. Jesus.
Squeaking by.
Nice though from them, honestly. One little
And a
step
lifeline
closer.
to Lev.
Just 7 more to
Gonna
go.
still be able to buy in the next round. It's a Red Bull clutch. Davies is actually right inside his rendezvous there, looking to try and fight the showstopper and still get away. Doesn't quite manage it.
I thought he was out of range of it. He didn't have his little gold vest on.
Sliver underscore in. Thank you so much. Thank you with the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you, mate.
But you know, the concept is there. Unfortunate though. Millisecond
Thank you so
timings.
much.
Yeah, barely. Will this be a turning point?
Oh, Taco is so
pit,
deep inside the pit.
As a dash inside to see if he can punish. He was pre-maiming towards Mail, actually, expecting the pit to be offloaded from that position. King, he's already vacuumed it up. Pushing forwards now. Showstopper.
Oh my goodness.
All the way through. Kesnet spots it and nails it. The Rockets, the consistency. This is looking like 12. Crew, just like that. That's from back of a round of their own.
Awesome movement from Kesnet there too. Using the blast back of the rocket to push himself away from King and around the corner so he couldn't get punished.
I'd love
So
to see
good.
if anyone is tracking as well the stats on this. It feels like Kesnet gets a kill every time.
Kragi, hello,
Every
hello.
time he uses
3
the
months,
showstopper,
thanks so much.
every
What
single
did I
time.
eat today,
He's gotta
dude?
be
You
the
know
most
what I ate
efficient
today.
raise that I've seen with it in this tournament.
Stop,
But
yeah,
you've
it's
gotta
just because
remember, too,
Yampy's
this
here, I get it.
Kesnet's best tournament run
Know
ever.
what I ate.
We've seen amazing star level performances
Everyone
from
know what I
Kesnet
ate today.
since he first came onto the scene.
Although, most
and yet
most
this
people
is
know what I
still
ate
him
today.
performing at his peak.
Blocking vision.
Of course,
That
chicken and
is
rice.
quite ridiculous.
Right there.
And it's been one of the big reasons why they're able to.
Unless it's a special day, it's gonna be chicken and rice.
Talk about how much of a weight that just
Even
lifts off the
when
rest
it's
of the
not
team.
like even on a
30
special
And it
day, it's
helps them
probably
play
chicken and
better
rice as
I
well.
think. You know, as I said, it's not like Kesnet's getting all of the first kills. He kind of is here on Split. He's got at
Did
least
have
5, I
pasta
think.
bolognese the other day. You're not wrong, actually.
Decision.
That's true. We have been mixing it up a little bit.
Josh. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Getting a little bit
it's
adventurous
tragic.
these
I mean,
days.
Leviatán are playing for the draw at this point. I wonder what this ends up doing to the
10
mentality, but
seconds
this is
left.
how they play. This is how they've practiced. And these are the kind of decisions they go for.
don't blame them to a degree with it, but you got to keep these guns as
Little
well.
save on top of this, but
You're not
it
gonna
really
make
doesn't
go
matter
of a
about
round.
Crew's
Handed
economy
it
anymore.
over. There's a 12 for Crew. Almost anticlimactic in the way that one goes. Will they keep the gun? Shy. He stays alive.
Very
Can't go
close.
wrong with the 837th chicken and
Doesn't
rice.
really help them
Exactly.
too much. And a
Exactly
full-out
that,
call
Dom.
for Leviatán. Look at that movement,
If the
though.
836
Using the
before were
recoil
all
of the
banging,
showstopper.
you know
Push
that
himself
the
back
next
into
one's
the
going to
corner
be
and
banging.
ensure
So it's
the
like,
king
what?
is given only the
What's the point in
slightest of
even
time to
considering
trade
something
that.
different?
Yeah, we've been treated some premium Raze gameplay over the course of LCQ. Some of the movement has been pulled out. It's been nothing short of incredible. Like Prime Bunny
Yeah.
going around, man.
I
Okay.
mean, I think
Miracle
people are
timeout
looking at
attempt.
Durka being able to win Masters Tokyo, playing just all the Rays, and thinking, well, what's to stop us from doing the
why
same?
not?
If you've got a great Rays player, like
Falling
Kesnet on
out
your
as well.
team,
Thank you so
somebody
much.
that can play other
Gifting
duelists as well,
sub over
but
to
has a
Riv.
specialty there.
Riv, welcome in.
Added into
Welcome
that
into the
position.
Stock Club, Riv.
I mean, Kesnet
Thank
was
you so
playing
much
Rays
for the
on
gifted
Haven too,
falling
which is
out.
actually a
Appreciate
map
you.
that they decided to get rid of in this map veto. Would have still been a decent one.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
That's the weird thing about these two teams with the maps, is because I really think that it could go either way on a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's only one map where it was obvious Crew wanted to get rid of it, which was Fracture.
Yeah.
And then they kind
What
of
is
had
the
their
judge
pick of
tech?
whichever one
There's
the
a
proposal
there's
was.
a
And it's
YouTube
difficult
short
when you're in LCQ
from
because the
Liquid that
sample size is
has
so
me
small
explaining it.
From what you've seen from your opponent and how good they looked.
On
Were they playing
is it
against
on
a team that was
TikTok or is it
great,
on
or was the team
YouTube?
they were playing
It's
against
somewhere. It
bad?
might be on both
It's very
actually.
difficult to evaluate that.
It's
not
out there.
that
It's a
improved.
little
These
it's a
teams
little
have made
search
a month and a
away.
half.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought we were going to come into map 1 and have a really
TLDR,
competitive map
crouch for
between
long
these two
range
teams.
and just
And it go down
tap.
to the wire.
That's
because
it.
I thought Lev
It's as
looked
simple as that.
explosive with Taco and Nozra.
Practice it
playing
for 5
up
minutes,
towards
you're a
their
pro.
best.
Done.
This double duelist duo has not been able to get active at all, and that is full credit to Crew. They've just shut it down utterly.
Everything on the line now. Look at the investment. Of course, you have to buy up around it.
7 chances by the way.
Stand between it.
Oh,
Melzer
God.
spamming
Dude,
down.
I thought that's how it was going to
And here
end.
it is,
Just
on their
multiple
feet,
kills coming
made
up.
as well. It's all collapsed upon. Into the choke point you go. You do not stand a chance. Cosmic Divide. It's a bit of respite. Away from all this damage. Maybe you can get a 3-1 for them. It looks like they want to try and attempt to try and fight through. They were gearing up for it. You can see Shy was holding a flash, I think, for maybe a pop flash play through the Cosmic Divider, but they had to give up chances for it, and the weapons are still not good. Two
Good
rifles.
luck.
Plant only just going down close to the corner. King's got the pit online. Can it help? Pushing forwards now. It's Crew trying to take space in it, but this is an Observer's worst nightmare. Walls and smokes and pits in the way. Everything is obfuscated. Faced up though.
Look how close and tight the Crew players are together, trying to trade each other out inside the pit.
Fully blinded up, Shy.
It's a
Doesn't see
knife out.
anything, doesn't know what timing to be taken. That's Kesnet bringing him down, and 2 standing. It's here. King with the Bucky. He's traded. It's spraying. It's random. It's a play.
It's solid. I mean, honestly,
There'll be no
that was
blessings
very
on the other side of
dominant.
that one, not for Leviatán. Crew
Let's hope the other maps aren't as
winning map
dominant as
number 1
this.
here.
I want some kind of a game.
And in absolutely dominant fashion.
Yeah, that was sick though. They look
Crucial
so
fixing that
good.
their man pick to start things off of Split is one